Hello everyone, welcome back to Retire with Lewis. If this is your first time here, well, thank you for joining us. The purpose of this channel is to provide some useful information for the seniors. Today we're going to take a look at the market-linked GICs. Recently, with the Bank of Canada reducing its interest rate virtually down to nothing, and the up and down of the stock market, for the already retired or soon to be, it can be quite a difficult task to plan for their retirement income and manage their retirement assets. In recent years, banks have been busy putting a new twist on their traditional guarantee investment certificates. This new type of GIC is called market-linked or equity-linked GICs. Now, unlike the traditional GIC, it does not have a fixed rate of interest. The performance of this type of GIC is tied to the performance of the equity market in stock or bond indexes. Now, before you buy into the hype of this type of GICs, you should take a closer look at what the GICs are and know the pros and cons of it before you invest in it. It is because the market-linked GIC may not be as good as you think. Now, please note the comment made in this presentation is for general information purpose only and should not be construed as providing legal, tax, accounting, or investment advice. You should always consult your professional advisor before adopting any concept presented here. So what is market-linked GIC? Well, it is a hybrid type of GIC. Part of it is a guaranteed investment certificate, and part of it is investing in a basket of stocks or stock indexes. So how does it work? Well, first of all, the principal is guaranteed. That means you will never lose money that you put in. But there is no fixed interest rate. The return is based on the performance of the indexes or the basket of stocks that they track. For example, let's take a look at the 5-year market-linked GIC that is tied to the TSX indexes. If market declines or stay the same as the day you purchase it, there will be no return on the GIC at all at maturity. But on the other hand, if the equity market rises, you can make some good money. Banks have been promoting their market-linked GICs can earn a higher rate of return than the traditional GICs, and at the same time maintaining the safety of your money. They sometimes even show that you can earn a potential return between 0 to 18%. Wow, that sounds very good. No wonder so many people went for it. But if you take a look at their fine prints, it also shows that the illustrated rate is neither based on the past performance nor an indication of future performance. So does that mean it is only a wishful thinking? Now you need to know how the bank calculates the returns. They usually limit the potential return of their market-linked GICs with one of the two ways: participation rates and the maximum returns. Now let's try to understand what is participation rates. The participation rate refers to how much your GIC participates in the actual gain of the index it's linked to. This can limit the GIC earning potential. For example, a GIC with a 60% participation rate only earns 60% of the index gains. To give you an example, let's say you buy a 5-year GIC tied to a TSX composite index. At the time of purchase, the index is at 10,000. And at the end of the term of 5 years, the market has risen to 15,000. That represents a gain of 50% over the term of 5 years. But if your participation rate is 60%, then your actual return is only 60% of the 50%, which is only 30% over 5 years, or equal to 6% annual return a year, not compound. Now, the other type of return is called maximum return. Again, let's use an example that you invest $10,000 in a 5-year GIC with a maximum return of 20%. At the time of purchase, the market is at 10,000 points, and at the end of the term, the market has risen to 15,000 points. Now, that represents a gain of 50% over the term of 5 years. But because of the 20% maximum return, your gain is only 20% after the 5 years, or equal to 4% annual return a year, not compound. Now, some market-linked GIC do offer a minimum amount of return, regardless of what the market does. Now, a guaranteed minimum return of 2% in a 3-year GIC is only equivalent to 0.66% per year, not compound. Now, that is not much of a guarantee. The market-linked GIC is being promoted by the banks as a no-risk with potential high-return investment. But other than the principal is guaranteed, it comes with a potentially high opportunity cost. If market goes down, you will earn 0% of your investment. In this case, you would have been much better off with the traditional GIC, no matter how low the rate is. If the market goes up, your return is being limited by either the participation rate or the maximum return. In this case, you would have been much better off by investing directly. You need to look at other considerations before you invest in a market-linked GIC. Most market-linked GICs are non-redeemable. Market-linked GICs are not created equal, so make sure you read the fine print and understand what it means. You will not receive any dividends that is normally paid to the owners of the shares. Any gains on the market-linked GIC are taxed as interest income and not capital gains. Now that you know all the pros and cons of the traditional market-linked GICs, hopefully this will help you to make a sound investment decision. In our next episode, we will be taking a look at another type of market-linked GIC by Desjardins Insurance. Please feel welcome to join us then. Well, thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed the presentation and find it useful, please give us a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more presentation in the future.